Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. Hope we're all having a wonderful day today. Today we are playing some more Fae Tactics. Excuse me while I change one thing. Going to adjust that down a little bit. It's still not really down. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, I actually, I'd been talking about it, if anyone remembers. I've been talking about moving my monitors up. That way, when I'm looking more forward, I'm not, like, nearly at, like, I'm not, like, having my eyes more downwards to look at the center of the screen. So I finally did that, but I forgot to adjust my camera on one of the monitors to be pointing downwards a little bit more to adjust it. So, last time on Fae Tactics, we got Matilda, we got Claudia, Claudia being Peony's mom, and Matilda being the steampunk fairy that wants to just kill all humans. We found out that Pyachin was a dragon, and yeah, so that was that. And we are currently in like this kind of area. I am going to try and let me see if I can do something. I think trying to remember where I did a certain fight. Basically what I want to do is do one thing relatively quick, and hopefully I can do it pretty fast. Hey Fontana, how's it going? I like that emote. That's a good one. That is that's Ren, right? God, I gotta say, Trails just has really good character designs. But one thing I want to do is try and do some free battles to hopefully find some windjacks or salamanders. I'm not sure where they spawn, but I want to find them. That way, because apparently those are the things that drop predator scrolls, which are the good scrolls for Aerosold. So I want to try and get a few more of those. Maybe try and get to rank 5. I don't know if rank 5 is the max. That would be something nice to know. But I want to try and get a few of those before going any further. And additionally, I have something else I am doing this for as well. But that is a potential later kind of deal. Let's do that. But hope you're doing well, Fontano. I got Pokemon Pearl. Because if anyone remembers, I was talking about giving the Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl to my nieces today, which I did do. Didn't go exactly as planned because I wasn't able to Pearl Buds, yeah, damn. I chose Piplup. Wasn't able to be there when they got it, just because basically they kind of had some stuff to do, so it was I had to leave it on their porch, and then I just called them to make sure that they got it. But yeah, so that's nice, and basically I am going to be the uncle that gives their Christmas gifts in November. That way they don't have to wait to get them. Yeah, get that. growth spell. Come over here, get that item. Yeah, haven't played yet. Playing on Turtwig. Oh, okay, okay. Respectable. I mean, honestly, as I said yesterday, basically, Gen 4 is one of like the few gens where I think all the starters are pretty darn good. Like, I don't think there's any one standout one, but there's also no... Well, actually, I'd say they're all pretty darn standout. At least final evolution-wise. But I'm usually a water kind of guy. What kind of grass trainer would I be? Yeah, I'm usually a water trainer. You know, at least we're consistent, right? See. There we go. But yeah, it's funny because I didn't even bother putting away the cartridge for SMT5. I just put it on top of the other cartridge instead of even putting it in it. I was like, I know I'm going to be taking it out. Oh, God. Hey. Are you serious? You didn't kill? You bastard. There you go. Yeah, give you haste so you can actually move a little bit further. There we go. That's what I wanted. Bastard! Ugh. But yeah, so, Humble Bundle is actually having a, their Black Friday, like, sales right now. And, what that consists of, did this guy pick up a thing? Can't remember. What that consists of is a, oh, god damn it. A whole bunch of discounts on, some Falcom games. So I am now the proud owner of East 7, East Memories of Salsetta, or Calcutta, or however it be. And additionally, I am the owner of Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter, as well as Trails in the Sky the 3rd. So we are we're looking at me having basically all the Falcom games that I think I'll need for the next bit. I don't think I'll really be out of Falcom games to play anytime soon, which is good. That's just no strike. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so didn't get the scrolls that I wanted, but did get some scrolls. I got a lot of scrolls. I got 6 scrolls. So definitely, I think, worth it. This is also going to be useful for leveling up some of my units. See, the annoying part about, I would say, this game in general is that due to it not being all that popular, it's a very indie game. Okay, I will say one thing. 7 is this was their first try. I mean, this was their first try in that engine, so I'm not gonna, like, I'm not holding it up. I'm not holding it. I mean, if you play Memories of Stuff first, you will see the issues. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably play 7 first. In that case. But as I was saying, this game is annoying because due to it being very indie, there aren't a whole lot of, like, comprehensive things for it. There aren't a whole bunch of, like, wikis that just have everything I would like to know all just, like, put out there. It's, very, how do I say, it is very, it's very niche. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good term. It's very niche, and which is not bad. I wish it was a little bit more popular, but it makes finding details, like the guide that I'm using saying, hey, to get this scroll you need to kill 2 things. It's like, okay, cool. I know the 2 things that I need to try and kill to get the scroll I want. It doesn't tell me where I can find these enemies. It just tells me the enemies that I should be looking for. Which, surprise, surprise, not exactly the most useful thing. I know, shocker, indeed. But usually when you're trying to obtain an item and you're given a enemy to hunt, you would generally assume that you would also be given the location with which you could find this enemy that you're going to be hunting. So, like, I'm sure the information is out there, it's just not as readily available as I would like it. Like, a quick Google search does not get me what I essentially, quote-unquote, need to know, which is the unfortunate part. So, let's do that. Damn it. I was hoping it would die. But yeah, this map is one that has enemies pretty darn close to each other, so she's not gonna get her Predator scroll bonus. So spoil to get all my info from Jimmy down at Cumbies. Yeah. Hey, yo, Jimmy. Yeah? What deets do you have about Fey tactics? Ah, shit, man. Yeah, I will say it is like an odd kind of spoiling. Like, no doubt. Like, so many games that I regularly play are more, more readily available in terms of information. Or they'll be more popular or something, where it's a lot easier to, you know, do things. Be right back. Okay. Oh, goddamn, you picked it. Well, actually, I guess it... See, the thing is, until I can upgrade stuff more than I am already at, it's not really a big loss of enemies getting items. Which is odd. Because previously it was like, no, you picked up my item. I need that. And now it's just like, it doesn't really matter. Due to that kind of stuff. Okay. But hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly. As I'm learning more and more of the maps that don't have the thing I need, it will get a bit quicker. The main issue is that we're getting maps that have like these protector enemies, and these just historically are not very quick to kill. Which is the main holdup. There we go. Let's do that again. I knew I wasn't going to be killing that one. There we go. Okay, good. I'd like to get her blind off, but that's not really a big deal. I'm gonna get this chest, because chests... I think chests have a random chance to just literally have anything in them. So that'll just be good for trying to get scrolls. It's like, yeah, you have a chance to literally have anything I need. So of course I'm going to do this. Oh, sweet. So that causes Encore. That is really useful. Didn't realize it was going to be that OP. Do that, get a little bit more shield for her. Oof, boy. Jesus. It hit me hard. And of course, it is water versus fire, so it makes sense. It was a critical, but still hurt. Hey, he's back. Damn it. I was hoping that would kill. Oh well. I'm gonna wait. Get her. Back her. That thing. Reflex. Oh, nice. Dude, my gremlin is gonna take on this river troll. Which will probably never work out due to the game scaling level, so I could never really grind my base summons to be strong enough to do that kind of thing. But it is fun to think about. Yeah, 9, 5. There we go. Do that. See, I've yet to use her ult. I'm very curious as to what it does. Or, like, what it is. Damn, he moves so far. He has a range of 7, man. That's bonkers. Okay. So, if I come back here... Yeah, I'll just do a null strike. Oh, yeah, because... Okay. That was dumb of me. Okay, there you go. There you go. Oof, that hit hard. 962 damage. Holy shit. Headshot, high-powered shot that destroys MB, isolated, anti-air. So this is like the strongest I could ever do this. God, I'll not ask for this. I only ask their end to be painless. See, if it didn't take so much goddamn, like if her ult wasn't so goddamn large, then it probably wouldn't be nearly as much of an issue. But it takes a lot to kill her. Or it takes a lot to do that damage. That's what I meant to say, not kill her. It takes a lot to be able to it takes a lot of ultimate. There we go. Get the words out. It takes a lot of ultimate to do basically anything. Okay, can you fire from up here? No. So from here is the farthest point. There we go. Do that. And that gets me another move. Which allows me to fire that guy. There we go. Okay. Not really many scrolls. So that's unfortunate. But once again getting me XP, which is greatly needed. Or maybe not even needed, but desired. So, you. Yeah, you definitely need it because you need as much HP and MB as you can get. But everyone else, pretty fine. A whole bunch of news because of all these growth ones. Hexbreaker, 50% damage to enchanted or cursed units. That would go pretty well on her because I think that's already a passive she has to do more damage on hexed units. Okay, so Aego's Descent, Barren Fields didn't have... Oh, wait. This is Desert Mouse Den 2. Yeah, because the thing is they're different places. It's not just always the same one in each individual thing. Okay. That's another thing that I think is kind of annoying. Like, I think this game is really cool, has a lot going for it, but there are certain aspects of it that are just rather obtuse. I think that's probably the most correct word. Rather obtuse for their own good. Where it's just like, okay, look at all these free battles. But each free, like, I'm on Barren Fields, but it says Desert Mouse Den 2. Right? Like, you wouldn't think going to different free battle areas on different days would change the map that you're going to. But it does. And it's interesting. However, it's kind of annoying when you're trying to try and grind things. Because you're just like, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z. However, you can't. Do that. Okay. Damn. That was, yeah. The bread. I put red right in the way of that cannon fire because I was hoping that me hasting Erisold would be enough to make her go first before this fellow. But apparently not. But, oh, god damn it. Yeah, I should have known. But, are you making good progress in SMT5, Fontano? I know that you can't really say much without spoiling me, so I figured I would just give, like, a general inquiry into it. Go. I got past the area I was in, fell asleep on stream for an hour, then explored the new area in the morning a little more. Damn, you fell asleep on stream? Whew. Man, sleeping streams. I would like to do one of those one day. Probably not. I say that. I don't think I would like to do a sleeping stream. Oh god, this is going poorly. Oh, the first time a mod's made an emo for it. It's a meme at this point. You can't deny the meme. Okay. Ah, see, I forgot that he can enchant himself with Cloak. I'll do that. Oh yeah, she can just do this. Yeah, she has Blink. Blink 182! Where's your... Yeah, of course, it's right in there. There we go. So I have an emo fonts of Erica sleeping. It's perfect. What more could you possibly need? And my mod's made font map, which is font spaced onto a chair. Since I fall asleep in chairs often. Is that just a place you like to fall asleep? Any good-looking chair you're just liable to find yourself dozing? Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Good evade. Give me that scroll, please. Phantom hand, yeah. Weapon scroll. And they made font stream, which is font nap, but with a live icon in the corner. That's great. Yes, good. Get rid of that one. And ricochet. Nice. Okay, that one. So still having trouble finding the thing that'll give me Predator Scroll. Because I'm pretty sure like the wind enemies are usually around here. Like in this area. Because that's Desert Mouse Den. So let's go with Aego's Descent. And I gotta go home. I finished up my office work. Nice! Have fun on the drive home. Hopefully it's not too long. Or boring. That's always the worst when it's just like a long drive home. I used to have to commute quite a bit. Never fun. It's 8 minutes. Oh, that's not much. That's not much. Yeah, I also live very close to work. That was actually one of the main reasons why I moved, so I could be closer to work. Not because I wanted to be closer to work for any, like, work reason, but because I did not care for having, like, 45 to an hour commutes every day, both ways. I was like, you know what, how about I just move closer? I can do that, right? There we go. See, if I were smart trying to get these things, I would be doing this a little bit differently, because you can get that's Warrior Scroll. Because basically you can get the you have a greater chance, god damn it, of getting scrolls to drop when you are critical killing the enemy. But I'm just, oh my god, I'm just killing them because they just also just have a chance to drop. Other than that, so I figured mine as well. Go. Go. Yeah, but I'm hoping I can get. Oh yeah, I forgot he was almost done. Hoping I can get a little bit. No, I want to get closer to him. That way I can do some more fun stuff. There we go. Back shot. One shot, one kill. Oof, you rooted her. Good thing she still has her massive range. In terms of, let's do that. In terms of movement. Not a big deal. Aegis of Electricity Scroll. gonna do? I'm gonna retreat a little bit. That. Let's see what he does. This one up there. Hey, you gave that one Shrew Sight. Annoying. Oof, okay. Well, great. I have to get you up. See, it's kind of annoying how she doesn't get Encore on down. Like, I get it. But it's still pretty annoying. Because it's like, well, you're basically killing an entire enemy. But you're, I guess, like, technically you're not. God damn it. That's kind of annoying that it pops the, like, it pops Rage, which therefore makes it, so, the other ones don't happen. It's like, oh, I burned him, but Rage pops afterwards, which gets rid of the burn. Ooh, okay, cool. God damn it, you bastard. God damn it, you bastard. Okay, let's get rid of their defense. Put her right here just in case this harpy has any smart ideas, like getting up. So long as she doesn't, then I am good. Yeah, the Fairy Cavalry is really good for, just really darn good for attack. Yeah. Enraged. Okay. Annoying piece of shit. Down. Oof. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that one also not what I needed. So, gonna have to try for some more, but getting some levels, so that's fine. Every level I get a little bit stronger. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's the other thing that I wanted to try. There we go. Okay, so let's save that. Okay, Ponchon, request your presence. Ooh. So what do you want to talk about, Ponchon?
Sorry, I know you must be busy, and I don't mean to waste your time. Could I ask you to be patient until our other guest arrives?
Other guests? That would be me. Sup, bruh. Yo, it's Payachin. Payachin? What are you doing here?
I'm here to grant my blessing to the ruler of Abaddon.
Blessing? You can do that?
Some of the dragons that served under Autry showed me how.
A pact with the new water dragon.
I had hoped to bring the subject up when we met. But we haven't crowned a new king yet.
We don't have time to wait for a new king. I will make a pact with you, Panchan. I can grant my blessing to gather resources from my forest, but I need something in return.
Anything you want, just name it.
I need you to send your most skilled and loyal soldiers to Atriel. They are to protect the forest until I return.
Return? Where are you going?
My duty may be to protect the forest, but the ones who hired the White Wings to kill Autry are still out there. I won't just sit still and wait for them to try again.
I see. At most, I can send 5 that I trust are in no way influenced by the nobles of Abaddon. I can't send many more without compromising Abaddon's security.
If you trust them, then I will trust them as well. The ritual will not take long. It will be done by nightfall. Then I shall be on my way.
I understand how you feel, but I would appreciate if you don't act too hastily against the nobles. Allow me to find hard evidence on the ones who did this. I will send for you the moment I have any proof.
If there is anyone who can find and put a stop to the people who did this, it would be my mother. Mother? But your mama is gone, Pai-chan.
I'm talking about you.
What? Dude, Peony, the teenage mother. God, that's an American tale.
You may not be my real mother, but her spirit called out for you to find my egg that day. She trusted you would take care of me for her. You're the only mother I have left. Pai-chan, are you sure it's okay for you to leave the forest? My mana is linked to the forest now. If something happens, I'll know. So once I'm done here, let's find someone who needs our help. Yeah! Dragon Friend! Dragon Tales, coming on to Dragon Tales. Right, let's do it!
Yo, my boy! My boy Pai-chan! Does he still have all the things? Can swim through water, gets all the boosts when he's in water, leaps, yeah, arc, barrier aura, damn, 30 MB regen. Holy shit, his MB is high. Increased item drop chance if target is killed. Oh, okay, so that's pretty good. Minus 20 defense on hit. Holy shit, dude. Weight skill. Pai-chan, age 8 months. Yeah, okay. So if I ever do need to use him, what I should put is probably the minus defense scroll on him. So every hit he does is minus, like, it would be minus 30, I think. Minus 40 or something. I literally forget what I just read. Literally, like, I just literally forgot what I just literally read. Oh my glob. Yeah, we got those. Okay, so we got Stagander. We have that one. Okay. So, let's... Oh, no, come on. Let's do another Stagander challenge. Okay, in his... So all the levels he got while he was away. Damn, look at him. Like, it's so nice to get to be at this point in the game and just see, like, so many levels on people. Just like, oh my god, I remember at the start of the game when I was at, like, level 2. And I was like, oh god, I need to be careful. Oh god, I have not been paying attention. This is terrible. Oh my god, Ooh. That was bad. Honestly, probably shouldn't go do this Stagander fight when I don't have, like, any bonuses. But, oh well. Crystopini is a legendary flower that is said to have the ability to remove greater petrification curses. Okay, so this seems to be water, or it would be one where water might be damn good. So we got a whole bunch of fire people. That's your dragon matriarch. We got scoundrel, melee, self cloak, Revenge, HP regen, gem, piercing dance, 150 back attack damage, encore, and wanderer combo, passing blade. Okay. Increasing the attack's damage. Oh, okay, so passing blade, when it goes through, it does more damage. Okay, that's good to know. Waste skill, next attack deals a crit. Okay. Gem spell after one attack, next attack will cast Silver Tongue. Can take another turn upon killing enemy. Dance. Okay. Okay, so let's... If I remember correctly, fire does crit to earth and ice. So I am going to swap her back to Arcane. And how much? So what is her deal? Blink, teleport, range, counter, crit, hit attack, hits all enemies in range, 3. Crit attack, gem spell, curse of burn, true sight, chain. Okay. So I think what I need to do is frankly, first of all, I need to swap out you for boy, Bison. And fire will be neutral against fire. Water is probably the only thing good against that. So, do I have any really good water? Let's mimic. Lava Toys. Take you out, put you in. Because you're going to be critting, at least. And you'll be able to heal. But, I do need someone that can put on shield. So I'll swap you out for you. Yeah. And then just try and keep him back. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, if we're being real, like, we're not gonna... I'll just have one turn of Peachon not having maximum move. And leave it at that. Because for the most part, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now she has chain. Ooh, God, okay. Oh, okay. Right out the gate doing that kind of garbage fun. You need shield. Yes, good. Curse. Do that. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I hope that these guys can kind of just take care of themselves. Yes. I'm not confident in their ability to do it myself. Ugh, see, I wanna... fair. God damn, that frickin'... Like, that is such a long-ass... thing. There we go. There we go. Do as much damage to the shield as I possibly can. What do you do? Increase MB damage reduction to 75%. Okay. Oof. God, these guys are weak. Okay. Got enough. Like, holy shit. These guys, like, I will say, these are, when they say challenge, they aren't lying. Like, they definitively, like, they mean it. And they say, yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. Yeah, wish I had put, wish I had put, are you freaking serious? Fuck, goddamn. Yeah, like it feels like the enemy thing to have when you are the quote-unquote tough enemy is literally just have it have chain, and that is the toughest thing that it will ever be. Like, otherwise it's not that bad. Wow, killed her own thing because it was charmed. Yeah, but having this Aquatoise exist is very useful. It's very nice. And honestly, if so that was actually a dumb decision of mine. Because if I were smart, I would have, oh wait, no, I couldn't. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and save that for next turn and hope that she stays up. Gonna have her peace out for a little bit. Because basically I want to, I think this would be more useful overall. Get the shield out of the way. How much? I don't have to worry about Peachon getting ult at least, but like I do want to get ult on because like he does 3 damage. Good kill. But he also, because the Aquatoise is protecting him, he doesn't get he doesn't get any of the ult from getting hit. Yeah, because I want Aerosold. Because this is one of those things I haven't really tried to do on these bosses. And it's get Aerosold, an ult to be able to see if like she can just eliminate a boss. Shit. Oh, that's a... Basically, yeah, I'll change the move. I'll delay his turn until she goes. And hope that she moves. God damn it. Please stop. Shit, need to get you up. Let's do this. Grab that. What is her ultra at? 6 out of 15? If I put her... No. Cuts off line of sight. Gotta do that. Oh my god. What the shit, man. Okay, well, good level up. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, do that. Can you guys stop, please? Good. Like, I literally just need to get through her shield. That is the prime directive. Once I do that, it will be fine, basically. Oh, you evaded that. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, that's only +7, though. It's not the biggest deal. Okay, but he's getting back up. Oh, no, he blew up. Okay. No more shield for Aquatoise. There you go. Okay. Do that, because I need to, basically. If I don't, I'm essentially screwed. Defense minus that much on knockout. Okay. I'm gonna teleport you to you. That way I can leave the other side open. Do this. This will minus defense and should. Yeah, and gets rid of all the shield that I had. So that's good. You guys not want to drop like any scrolls? Be pretty cool if you drop some scrolls. Just saying. Yeah, you can do as you want. I can't tell you otherwise. But sure would be nice if you drop some scrolls. Fucking bullshit, this goddamn ass. Hey, Mr. Light, how's it going, my man? Bastard. Okay. Oh yeah, that gets her up. That's good. No. Because Peachon is definitely the one that I need to kill the hardest, or use to get the kills the hardest. Everyone else is just kind of bonus. How much? You have 11? Take that kill. And take the black anti-air. Pretty good. More laziness and more Pokemon. Well, as I was showing Fontano earlier. Yo! Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Nice. 591. Damn. Okay, that's gonna be really nice. Boom. 591. Damn it. I was really hoping she wouldn't resist. That way I could just beat the crap out of her. Okay. God, only... Yeah, see, the thing is... Wow. Like, how is he only doing 84? Bastard. You're so worthless. Oh, you bitch. You should have attacked. I think I spent more time in the underground than in the actual game. You know, I can understand that. Side content is always one of those weird, dangerous things where you're like, man, this is damn fun. See, this is not a great position to be in, where all of my units, all of my leader units are downed. Thank you for getting Peachon up. Much appreciated. So I have to... God damn it, your stupid ass counter ability. Thank you. Very good. Stop! Come on! Like... You're so close to dead. Just die already. Please. Like, I'm gonna lose here, which is gonna suck so much ass. Because I'm so damn close to being done with this. come on. Okay. See, the thing is, right, she gets up on the third turn, but... Okay. That's fine, honestly, because then she can do this. So this damage gets all the defenses down. Can't reach anyone. Can't do that. You can get Peach on up, which is good. And he'll come back here and hit you in the ass and be done with it. Good. Whew. God damn. These boss fights are getting tough. Battle 145. You get no bonuses. You have lost units. The leaders have gone down. Everything. We finally got her. I've been chasing Wajetta since before she joined the Deadly Winds.
Why were you after her?
She is originally from the eastern continent. She traveled from town to town, forcing local farmers to pay her tribute. Those who refused had their fields burned to the ground. My family refused her demands and fought back. I was just a baby when it happened. My grandfather escaped with me while the rest of my family died fighting. She is the reason I became a Stiganda. I honestly don't know what to do next. Take this voucher. I won't be needing it anymore.
Rogue Gem. Wee. Gypsy Gem. Dude. Am I a gypsy now? Is that how that works? I just get a gem? Dance and Silver Tongue. And +1 move and piercing dance. Boy, howdy. You know who likes +1 move? This man. Probably, like, honestly shouldn't put it on him. Like, if we're being serious, I should probably put it on, like, Aerosold or Peachon. But I like the meme of having Red have passive, like, 6 move. Like, that is just a funny-ass meme. Like, look at him. His move is 6 without even haste on. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is oh so ridiculous. And I love it. But realistically, chances are I'll be moving that to Peachon. That way he can start with 4. And it's not as damning to not have whatchamacallit, the thing on. Haste. The haste enchantment. So let's take care of that. I mean, frankly, I'll just do that now. I like the meme, but we're being honest. Not the most effective. Or not the most efficient use of my time. So what are we gonna do? Hey, what are we gonna do? Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Hey, those are words. Jump height, reaction. Yeah, I'll do that, and then I will give her. I don't know what that is. Stone skin. Yeah, I'll give her that, then. I will give it to her. I just don't know what it is yet. I'm gonna move her back to that, because I like it. See, if we're being frank, it might be more useful for me to put... Actually, maybe not. If anything, it might be useful to have the blink on Aerosol. That way she's not... Because, like, her limited move is already kind of annoying. So, putting this on her would probably be damn good. That way, at least, where she does move, it's not as held up. But I'm not going to be using her in this area. I don't Think. Yeah, okay. Where is it? Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's do an eat. Let's focus. Wyvern egg, fairy grace, raisin fruit, cherimoya, river fish, wyvern egg. Oh. There we go. Round fruit, raisin French toast. Cherimoya, emperor coin. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, did pretty alright. How many? Got one camp skill. So, what is the thing that gives me attack? Fish? Meat foods. I don't know if that... So, I'm just going to do glutton. Just generally. Just increase everything in a general sense. Yo, look at this party. Like, everyone is here. It's so thick.
Peony, I've been wondering about something.
Like, there's so many people here. I love it.
The experiments they were doing at the factory. Why do they only work on females? When I worked as a Stigender, I had access to their ancient library. From what I've learned there, it's not impossible, but magical manifestation in human males is extremely rare. It's even more unlikely in a full human with no Fey ancestry. When it does occur, they are usually monstrously powerful. They were called warlocks. The most warlocks that were alive at one time was 4. It was those 4 warlocks that created the elemental gates. They felt the escalating tension between men and Fey would result in the destruction of all life. The warlocks took it upon themselves to separate the magical from the natural. The only person that could be considered a warlock now is the half-human prince of the Ash Elves.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Pants Python. Very much appreciated. Thanks for being a buddy, Dab. Ugh. I will say I'm still using Streamlabs OBS, although I think I am pretty darn... Like, I probably could have used regular OBS. I think I have everything set up, but I do want to do some test streams before anything else. But hope you're doing well, Pants Python. How's it going? Dabs in the chat for Pants Python.
I see. I guess it's a good thing they never got the Seraphim experiment working on a male. That could make things difficult. Forgive me for asking, but do you two have Fey ancestry? No. And how is it you can use magic? I died. Twice.
Wow. So is that the thing that just unlocks magic if you die and come back? You get magic?
Are you serious? Death awakens the latent mana that exists inside natural creatures. It happens as the soul prepares for the next part of the cycle. It doesn't always work out that way, though. More often than not, if a creature is revived, the mana becomes inert again. Oh, I get it now. That's why you're called the Immortal. More or less. Does that mean you're undead? No, I wasn't revived with dark magic. Both times I was only dead for a few minutes. I was either very lucky or very unlucky.
Damn, okay. Dude, like, Peony's mom is hardcore. Like, I can appreciate that. She is, like, she's the hardest bitch in our group, I think, for as of right now. Her and Arisold are some pretty badass bitches. Like, badass bitch, female who wants to just murderize people and probably has, like, one of the most cool, like, aesthetic kind of, like, backstory kind of deals. Like, I am steampunk because this is keeping me alive. Like, my iron lung is what allows me to fight. Which I think is neat as hell. Spend some time in the Great Fairy Forest. Let's go. My battle lung. How's it going, everyone?
What brings you here, little witch? I came to see if there's anything I could help with. Do you often go out of your way to help others like this? She does.
Yep.
Well, earlier one of our scouts ran into another witch out in the forest. She offered to help us clear out some of the spirits from the tunnels. We usually avoid human witches if possible, but after meeting you, we decided to give her a chance. We have not heard back from her in a while. Did she tell you her name? She's called Damla the Healer. Damla is here? You know her. You have to tell me where she went. She means well, but she tends to get in over her head. When it comes to breaking curses, she's amazing. But she isn't much in a fight. I have to help her. She went to clear out a nearby workshop. If that path is cleared, we'll have access to one of the safer exits for bringing in supplies. The exit is also near a body of water, so it is vital for us to gain control of it. Leave through the back of this chamber and follow the tunnels to the right. That path leads straight to the workshop. Got it.
Okay. Going to an old dwarven workshop, it seems.
Dwarven tunnels, too!
Okay, and all ally leaders in escape. Okay, so this is escape. Okay, so that's the escape zone. These guys don't seem too bad in terms of what... Okay, so you're the annoying one. That's the annoyingest enemy right now. Whole bunch of earth. So let's go to traits. Minus 10 defense on hit. Oh wait, you're... Yeah, Pichon is here, so that's perfectly fine. Summons. Get Aquatoise out of here. And get you out of here. Put you on. Put you on. Okay. Let's go. Oh god. Okay, so you got move 3, you got move 3, you got move 4. Let's do this. Give you even more move. Nice. Love to see it. Okay, move you. 152. Let's just give everyone a little bit more shield, because you can never have too much shield in this game. Frankly, there's just never enough. More honest than not. Good double evade. Loving that. Oh, so they have like a thing that's just like for death. Interesting. With regen if not already enchanted. Okay. Yeah, so... Yeah, I can definitely see why this would be an escape zone, but luckily with teleport, like... I mean, feasibly I could just... it probably wouldn't be the easiest thing to do, for being completely honest. Given that teleport has a 5 thing cooldown. See, this is what I'll do. I'll do this. Do Soul Nova there, and hopefully this should turn us back. There we go. And then step. Oh god, come on. What the hell? Yeah, get everyone their HP back. hate those guys. They're just really annoying. Oh, those are traps. Okay, good that I see them. Because I did not previously. This should do quite a bit of damage. There we go. A non-happy? An unhappy scroll. What is this? Cast Phantom Hand. I would like to know what this is. Hopeless scroll. A Muda scroll. And Muda. Blink strike. Oh, okay. I forgot that the blink actually moved her to the location. Okay. Nice. Oh, god damn it. Not so nice. Here we go. Some more barrier. There we go. Bam. The thing is, I just need to get to the escape zone. Like, not even a big deal. I can literally just do this. Boom, teleport. They're the ones trying to keep me from running. I was hoping I would be able to get one kill at least, but it was not to be. There we go. There we go. Okay. See, like, escape maps, definitely not the hardest. But you can definitely see how they are challenging in certain ways. Like this one, with the environmental difficulty. Or with the environmental thing to push them off the edge. Definitely the intent is to be like, okay, these enemies are going to slow you until, you know, you have no choice but to be pushed off, but overall, not too difficult. God, 554. Oh my god, look at that. And I even got dwarven bones. Those are literally dwarves. Well, that's sad. Ugh. Okay. Oh no, Domla! I see a chest up in that top left area.
Domla? Peony? Is that you? I could use a hand. I can't break free from this spell. Hold on, I'll get you out of there. She will stay right where she is. And when I'm done with her, I think I'll have you for dessert.
Defeat enemy boss. Any ally leader defeated. Okay, give me that. Yeah. Boom. 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 Okay, so that's back attack. Is there any reduces? Oh, holy shit! Reduces ultra trigger by 1. That's really good. Like, when you think of it. Cause like, if you think of that, right? Where if each rank of it up to, I don't know, I think 5 is the max rank, decreases it by 1. That means if I like put it on Peony, ideally, it would mean she gets an ultra every other hit. Which is insane. And lovely in their own different ways. See, now I'm in the classic annoying situation of like, I want defense down on hit for for Peachon while also having shield drain. So that's like back attack, but you know what? I'm probably not going to be getting back attacks very often. You know what? I'll put -10 on her. And then I will put something else on Peony. Now, I don't know what would be good on Peony. Evade. Nah, isolated target. That's Earth. I mean, frankly, Move just might be one of the better ones. Or, you know, just work with Ultra Trigger. Like, you know, her Soul Nova is just really darn good. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so we're on another one of these maps. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Come down here, Peachon. You get a lot of stuff. Do that. Okay, that plague feather not gonna go for me. There we go. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. Okay, that's a lot of shield. Just gonna be popping shield on her. Okay. Okay, and that's a hard turn limit, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna move him over here. That way. I don't have to think about it very much. healing just so she doesn't get rid of the haste on her. Okay, so they can still attack her. That's kind of obnoxious, given that I need them. That's really obnoxious. That's absurdly annoying. Chest, please. Tomb, talisman. Okay. Come out. Oh, is that a thing I can do? Okay, so she's in a down state, but not in a downed state. Annoyingly enough. Yeah, her ult is that much. Here we go. So, now that I got another hopeless there, I can actually check. Maybe it doesn't do it as easily or as much as I would like it to. Okay. Okay, that's fine, so long as it's not a shield. God damn, you're annoying. Ugh. Because, like, I need to take this bitch out. Ugh. I need to do this. There you go. Over here, maybe get them to stop just only doing other stuff. Okay. That. Oh well. Evade, good. You bastard. So first of all, let's do this. Take out some of their defense. And I'm just gonna do this, because, you know what? I'm gonna hit him from the back anyway with Soul Nova, so here we go. I'm curious, so it's still 5. So it doesn't, so the scrolls don't take effect until, scrolls don't take effect until something else, or until the battle ends, it seems. her. It's fine. Nice. Now, hopefully, the succubus will move into a place that will be a bit easier for me to get Peach on to mess with. No. Quite the opposite, in fact. Oh well. Okay. This is so annoying that she's here, of all places. Like, I am absolutely annoyed that the place that she has decided to set up is up there, where I can't do anything. Damn it. Oh well. Here. Back attack. Boom, boom. There we go. That, like, I hate maps where enemy can easily stand in a place that limits to, like, it was like that rooftop map near the start of the game, or when we first went to, like, Runhold or whatever, where the boss was able to just go up onto the roof. And it's like, I can't hit you with anyone but, like, one of my people. Like, don't make that a place that they can go. Okay. But luckily, that wasn't too bad. Got through it. All right.
Thank goodness that's over with. I'm just glad I got here in time to help you out. That succubus nearly drained all the life from me. Are you a great debt to this time? Don't worry about it. It looks like you found your mother. I'm glad for you, Peony. Yeah, I found my mama! How did you know? It's not hard to tell. You are the spitting image of her. Hello, I am known as Dombo the Healer. It's a pleasure to meet you finally. How exactly do you know my daughter? We've run into each other a few times before. She's been quite essential in helping me break some troublesome curses in other regions. You've done well to have raised such a brilliant witch. There's a lot of cool stuff in this workshop.
Hammer!
Look at this awesome hammer! With a little tweaking, I could probably get it running again.
This hammer needs tweaking. Right? Running?
It's a hammer. Do you not just pick it up and swing it? Heck no! Look at the size of it! It's made of solid metal and stone! From what I can see at a glance, dwarves have engineered it to allow earth mana to flow through it in a unique way. Only a skilled earth magic user could pick this thing up. If I mess with it a bit, even a novice earth user like me could wield it. Interesting. The dwarves were amazing craftsmen. You are quite perceptive, Peony. I'm not that special. It's really easy to tell if you know some basics of magic and simple machinery. Maybe there's something about the hammer in this book. Let's see.
Journal entry 145. There are only 6 houses left with a handful of survivors in each. They seem intent on fighting this war to the very end. Lord Oban always felt something was not right about the war, and he thinks he may have a lead on finding the truth. He wants Lena and I to track down some old refinery that was shut down and sealed off before the war. He says he can find no records or reason for why the place was shuttered. Don't know what he expects to find there, but we head out tomorrow. Journal entry 149. We found the old refinery, but with what we found inside was impossible. There were several bodies of dwarves from various houses. They were partially decomposed, but we could tell one was the body of Detlev, heir of House Jade, and the reason this whole war started. There was no mistaking the signet ring on his hand. Lord Oban is ordering us all to head out to what remains of House Lapis first thing tomorrow. Journal entry 155. We've been had. We took the body and the ring to House Lapis and demanded answers. If we had Detlev's body, who was the person that now stood beside the lady of House Lapis, Lady Diana thought us mad at first. Said this was all an elaborate plan to betray her. That's when the water horse revealed himself. He'd been impersonating Detlev, as well as the others we found in the refinery the entire time. He orchestrated the entire civil war from the very beginning. I haven't slept much since. I can still hear his laughter echo in my head whenever I close my eyes. Like an impish child, he mocked us. The fighting stopped as soon as word spread to the other houses. The war was over. But the damage was done. Lady Diana took her own life 2 nights ago. Lord Oban has stopped giving us orders. We are broken.
Damn. Once again, bright, cheery colors and quirky, neat character designs. Really dark story. Like, holy shit.
So that's what happened. Who's the water horse? He who has many names and many faces. The water horse, throne breaker, plague bringer, Iakusij. Of the 4 primal brothers, he is most foul. Primal brothers? They're the first elementals from which all life sprang forth. Their birth predates recorded time. They see all other life forms as toys for their amusement. What he did to the dwarves, he's done before countless times. There are even rumors that he taught the girl that destroyed the world how to open the gates. Mama, you weren't kidding about his grand schemes. You need to figure out what he's up to this time. You've encountered him before? Yes, a long time ago. We've wasted enough time here. Let's go, Peony.
Meanwhile, Pichon's just there like,
Yeah, look at me.
You acquire new equipment. Trades may change your leader equipment. Peony has access to Dwarven Workshop, allowing her to upgrade devices further. Nice. So that's awesome. Traits. So let's come up here. Okay, so I'm curious as to how the Hopeless Scroll works. Because it's rank 2, but it still only reduces trigger by 1, so I wonder if it's Earth Element Melee, Push, Weight Skill Protector. Okay. So it pushes enemies away, and it gives her Protector if I also wish to make her a tank. Which I'm not going to. But it's not bad. You know what, frankly, I'm gonna look up. I'm curious. Alright, Fey Tactics Hopeless Scrolls. What is Hopeless. Reduce it. Yeah. See, that doesn't help me. This. Yeah. The Google. Basic Google search gave me the guide that I already have open to tell me where scrolls and what the things I have to kill are, but it does not help me like at all. Yeah. So, yeah, look at this. Shield allows bikes to operate on unstable fields, and yeah, this nullifies illusory magic fields. Increase XP yield. Yup. Take that. Always useful. Magic berry effect. Summon capacity. This is the one. I definitely want to make sure. Spirit stabilizer. Wow, okay. So I get that to max, and it's just, yeah, when they go down, they get back up at 100. That's really nice. And then everything requires mana crystals. And I still have yet to see a hidden item. So that's unfortunate, but... But yeah, now I can go to the Dry Scar. I can cross it, which will be interesting. Red wants to use the Dwarven Workshop. Yo, Red, my man. Cherimoya, Romanescu, Mammoth Beetle, Giant Peach, Emperor Corn, Cherimoya, Crimsonberry, Cherimoya, Oak Carrot, Camp, Romanescu, Crimsonberry, Emperor Corn. There we go to save the day. And it's important to do camping things because they get these cutscenes, which is nice. It's always a toss-up who's going to be talking, though.
Peony, we aren't very far from Alma. I'd like to check in on the village and pick up a few parts from our workshop. Going up the mountain is too out of the way. We can get parts somewhere else. Peony, I know you've been avoiding telling me why you left our village. I've tried to be patient and let you tell me when you are ready. But time is not on our side. There is something back home I could use to help us on our journey. So you can tell me now, or I'll find out when we get there. I already told you. I left because the village was better off without a witch. Who told you that? Fine, if that's how you want it.
Oh, nice. Peony and Claudia return home. Okay. Cool. See, and this is also why you want to do the things. Because you can get quests in fights. Bury a single target under Mighty Earth Magic. Yes, Mighty Earth Magic. But I want to do this first. Because if Red wants a new weapon, I'm going to get my demon friend a new weapon. Dwarven Workshop. So what did you want to come to the workshop for, Red?
I'm starting to get a better understanding of the magic in this world. I want to try something and forge a new sword with what I've figured out.
You know how to forge weapons?
Why are you so surprised? Don't you make weapons as well?
I make small devices and modify things that I already built. I don't think I can make a weapon from scratch.
I see. It shouldn't take long. I'll know right away if this is gonna work or not.
Ooh, can I watch?
No.
I'm gonna watch anyway.
Then why bother asking?
Out of courtesy.
I don't think you understand what that means.
You've acquired a new weapon! Yeah, boy! That's what I'm talking about! Give me my weapons! Okay, let's check out my boy. My boy Red. Ooh, okay. So fire element, it goes to ice element. 5 MB regen goes to vamp, which is the suck health, I think, one. Passing blade, still a thing. But then it goes to weight skill sprint. Oh my god. That is just dirty. Because, like, if I have that scroll on, along with this gem, along with haste, along with sprint, his move is going to be like 10. That's insane. That is so absolutely bonkers. That's a combination of things I can do. But, let's go home! Back to the mountain. Time to go back to the mountain. Time to focus on getting a lot more pickups as well.
The mountain fae seem to have become a lot more aggressive since I left. Hope the villagers are alright.
Got any leaders? Okay, so we got ice, wind, ice. Okay, so fire's gonna be pretty darn good against these guys. Avalanche. Snow fairy. Alpine harpy. Okay. Ice will be neutral. And I'll leave him with that and that. Okay, so nope. Summons. Should probably try and swap to some fire people. Fire deals earth and ice, rage enchant, pheromones, killing crow. I could swap you to be a glade reaper. Oh wait, okay, you know what? If I take you out, that means I have 3 now because I increased my thing. So yeah, I can totally do this. But the unfortunate part is I won't have 2 people to haste, which is kind of imperative. So if I could find a 3 summon that gives haste, that would be pretty cool. Wind. That's a 4 summon. Burrow. Move 3. You know, I'll just keep the Barn Reaper. I think having two haste is actually pretty important for my way of being in terms of just in terms of like my play style, honestly. Okay, so Tapuki, that's a thing that I've never seen before, as far as I know. Those guys giving themselves defense. So that seems to be like ice units things, where it's just increasing defense. Which is absolutely obnoxious. Because holy shit, do those guys up top have absurd amounts of defense. Like, Jesus Christ, guys. So what is your thing? Weight, protector, devouring, recover some HP by defeating barrier for self within each turn, cascade, attack continues and straight until obstructed max distance 2, ice shell, converts crit damage, taken to normal damage, minus 20 resist. Need that mana crystal. Okay. That's a tad more than annoying. See, the thing is, if I put him in there, well, he's not going to be taking much crit damage. fucking protected, man. Mana crystals. Need mana crystals just so I can keep upgrading my stuff. Oh, come on. Oh my god! What the heck is that damage? Oh my god. These guys are obnoxious. Like, and the worst part is, right, like, it's like, oh yeah, cool, you put me in a map where I have to use Claudia. Like, I can't do anything else. What the hell do you want me to even do? Yeah, I'll just draw them back out this way. There we go. I'm probably gonna have to teleport Peachon over to the top area. Fucking Christ. Yeah, like she's fucking weak to ice and I have to do this fight. Like, there's not much I can goddamn do. Which is absurdly bullshit. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can do that. Fuck. Me and Frank, I should probably just restart now. Killer. Already gonna be a massive pain in my ass to keep her up, so. There we go. She's down again, great. Wish I could speed up things. Yep. Yep. Won't die here. Yeah, okay. So, that's one leader unit that I just don't have. Which Sucks. Die. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, God. This is just a time. Time to say the least. Thank you. Bastard. Yeah, this is going to give me like no XP this time. You son of a bitch. Okay, well, he has rage now. God, this Tapuki has so much health. Moves 5. Just kill you. Teleport to his back. Okay. Annoying, but can be dealt with. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Runestones. Yeah, didn't even want to do that, but it was unavoidable. Counter. Dummy. You lost the battle on your own turn. Or is this kill everyone? No, okay. I was like, wait. What? Yep. Look at that. 82 XP. You gotta love it. When the battle puts you in such a disadvantaged situation just because of who you're allowed to bring in with you, you're like, well, not much I can do. Because, like, I could have made Peony Earth Element or Arcane to not be the same as every other enemy. But how useful would that have been?
What happened here? I'm sorry, Mama. This is my fault. I didn't protect them. This is why you didn't want to come home. Peony. Stand up, Peony. We clear these spirits out first. Then you will tell me what happened here. Yes, Mama.
Behind me, there's our player. Enemy defeated. Okay. New scroll. What are you, Age Spice? Okay, so most of these guys are arcane element. Succubus got that much shield. Oh my god, there are 3 succubi? Holy shit, man. I have trouble with 1. Oh god. What is Kane? No. Summons. Definitely don't need you anymore. Like you. Yeah, just keep it like this. Oh, god damn it. Whatever. I don't know how I want to go about this. There we go. So, I mean, like, if I want to keep all of the enemy leaders alive, then I basically need to draw them all down kind of at the same time. Or work on them one by one, and then as I down them, just kind of keep downing them while drawing the other enemies kind of closer. Ugh, yeah, of course, immediately haunt me. Oh well. Luckily, when all the enemies are kind of close by to each other, I can work with that. Because I can hit them in the butt. Haste, so nothing bad happens. There we go. Okay. Are you serious? Fucker. Okay. I'm gonna have to hope Claudia can do damage to him. go. Okay. So Peony's ult is ready, so that's good. So that'll help me get rid of some of this annoyance. This. Frankly, I should just be trying to eliminate the maximum amount of ads possible in this small amount of time. Hey, Fontana. How was your drive home? Hope it was well. Although the toad emote does not bode well. Or maybe it does. Not exactly sure. Looks interesting, though. Back. Okay. Just trying to draw the ads. Vamp. Out of here, you vamp. Like vampires from South Park, that's what you are. Oh, burn. Fine, got some Burger King, picked some stuff up I forgot. Bought an iced tea at a gas station. I think a random person thought my Kia was a hybrid electric. Interesting that was just a thing. Yeah. Go, take out that annoying guy. Oh, and they have Possess. Fuck. I hate Possess. Because that one is just like, you literally can't get rid of the enchantment. Like, it will just exist forever until the unit dies. Bullshit that attack from above does not have a, bullshit that gets blocked by a, thing from, like a frontal bonus. Are you serious? You evaded the magic? Whatever. There we go. There we go. Take you out. Good. Frankly, let's get some shield on you. Because you don't have any. We're gonna do them boys. And you're possessed now. See, like, those get you, like, you need to take out that enemy type because they're so strong. But it's really annoying because they just possess the nearest unit. Counter. Ultra ready. Okay, and when are the Sakubai? Okay, so one Sakubai has come down. Annoying. They have super long chain things, and you came down as well. Not great. Oh my god. Okay, so there's like an accuracy scroll. Nothing. Okay. What is enchant? Oh, wait, does her getting cursed get rid of the thing? Ah, nice. Okay, so how do I want to go about this? Oh, wait, you're enchant. Plus 20 defense in some MB region on death enchant nearest I possess. Okay. Okay, so how do I want to go about this? How do I want to go about this? You don't have, like, any shield. And you have, what, minus defense on hit? Minus 10 defense on hit. And I'm going to need to do damage to you. And damage to you. Now, I could... So the thing is, do I want to minus defense damage on her this turn? Or do I want to get rid of an add? Because I can hit him, and then he'll combo. But that combo will use his ult, so I don't want to use it. So, do I want to use some of her ult on her to get to? Yeah. There we go. Minus defense by 20. That'll help a lot. And her ult is ready now. Okay. Like, the thing is, right, like I could... Like, the thing is, if I move... just do that and help him on that one and let them move a little bit more this way. But I think this is getting really annoying that I have to think so hard about this. I hate it. I hate thinking. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Use my Soul Nova here. Gotta succubus down. Kill the damn fear. That's one ad that I don't have to think about for the rest of my life. Now come over here. I'm gonna cripple. I'm gonna do my thing. Do that. And then it's a question of I'm gonna move a 6. So your attack is 60, your attack is... okay, so that's what Stone Skin does. Okay, but now she has her ult. That's not great. So how about this? I should have done this before. I thought I was going to use teleport this turn, which is why I didn't, but... There you go. So now she is dangerously close to being dead, and I'm not happy about that, but oh well. Chances are she'll be upped by that mimic, which is fine. Too easy. It's now mark for death. Ah, and you moved away from all my combo people. Okay, so that happens. Strikes all targets in range with a violent curse. No, I'm just gonna blink strike. Do that. Save her ult for a later time. Because what I might do is teleport her down there. Just teleport her down there so she can use her ult.
He's 9 defense.
Okay, good. Okay, so that one's down. That one's almost down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And totally will be down once it gets to her turn. So... you can't do anything. Just take you out so you don't get... Oh, fucking possessing brings you back up? That's dumb. Shit. And if I remember right, you're really close to dead, you dumb bitch. Okay. There we go. Get you down. Oh, that's gonna kill her. I actually didn't want to kill her. So she was the one that was almost dead, not the other one. -14 defense. Yeah. 34 defense. Boy, howdy. Her passive knocked her out. Damn. I was really hoping I could get three subdues. I coulda, if I just handled that a little bit smarter. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice. Nice haul. Goading scroll. I'm guessing that's like a taunt scroll. Ugh. Yeet.
This is why you left the village to find me. You've been holding this inside all this time. Why didn't you tell me? I couldn't. I didn't want to come back here. What happened? After you had been gone for a while, some of the other kids began avoiding me. It became more and more noticeable over time. When I finally asked them why, Roland called me a witch and said no one wanted me around. He yelled it loud enough so that everyone outside heard him. It was quiet after that. I ran away into the forest just to get away from their stares. When I was in the forest, I saw a fae I'd never seen before. It was attacking the nice Tapukis that lived down by the river. I could have helped them, but I was so angry at that moment. It wasn't my problem, so I moved on. I stayed in the forest until it was dark out. I went back home late so no one would be outside to see me. When I got here, they were all dead. The only thing that could have done it was the monster I saw in the forest. If I had helped the Tapukis when I first saw it, I never would have come to the village.
I'm sorry to hear this, Peony. I'm amazed you can be so cheerful all the time with such pain in your heart.
Peony, what was the creature that did this? I don't know. It felt creepy, so I stayed far away from it. I didn't get a good look at it.
Peony. Peony, is that you?
That voice. Miss Pyachin! Miss Pyachin, is that you?
A ghost.
I'm sorry I wasn't here. I messed up.
Don't cry. So worried. You ran into forest. From forest. Scared. Got to you fast. Happy now. Mother returned.
Miss Pyachin, can you hear me? What did this?
Wendigo.
Oh no, a Wendigo?
What? That thing actually came down from the scar? This is bad. Peony, the tormented souls will continue to linger here as long as the Wendigo is alive. If you want to help them, you'll have to hunt down the Wendigo.
Oh yeah. Until dawn, this bitch.
Alright.
Home.
This is what I wanted to come back for. I was working on it before I left.
Reddit poster just saw posting a Fate cross SMT crossover. Wouldn't that just be SMT but with hotter demons? Basically, right? All the demons would just get a bad case of Saberface.
I couldn't manage to get powerful enough mana flow into a gun this small. Do you think you could help me figure it out? I think so. Maybe. What's this for? Oh, that? I'm using it as a mana stabilizer. I think we should get rid of it. If we just line up the intake and exhaust like this, the counterforce will make them stabilize each other. Now we have space for a boosting rune. That's not going to work. It worked.
Well, shit.
Peony, when you heard Mirage's story, how the people of her village betrayed her, her rage, and her sorrow, you knew exactly how she felt, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Is that why you wanted to save her? No. I wanted to save her because that's what I'm supposed to do. If I don't do what I'm meant to do, something like what happened here may happen again. I don't want this ever to happen again. Little flower, you've grown so much.
You've acquired new equipment. Yeah, baby! Hunt the Wendigo! Hunt the Wendigo, why don't you? Yes, indeed. Track it down. Rip and tear until it is done.
One of the best fucking lines from Doom. 30% chance to taunt enemy. Okay. Supernatural flashbacks. Doran sidearm. Fire element chain. Witch ward. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. I like that. I like fire. I like fire gun. Of course, she's not going to be in the party. Because, boy howdy, am I just going to pop aerosol back in. Unless I need to have her to hunt the Wendigo. Fuck, it does. Oh well. I'm not hunting the Wendigo right now. I'm going to cross the dry scar.
The dry scar!
Not the wind scar! The dry scar. Aw, yeah, baby! +1 summon capacity! Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay, so I either do this, +1 survivability for wounded ally leaders, or I do this. Now, the issue is that 2 of the spells I use are purely utilitarian in one is grab item and the other is teleport. So only one actually does attack damage, which this would increase its power. So I'm gonna go with this. Just because this is just better, kinda. It's like, oh, when my guys gets down, boom, gets back up. And I can have an ally leader wounded for longer. Oh, and capacity 4 summons gain the gut skill. Okay. So that was the... okay. So that was the limit where it was like, okay, if it... Well, luckily I only ever use a capacity 3. But now... But now I could change that. Now now I'm at a point where I'm pretty good. Like I'm pretty solid in terms of my summon capacities. And like this lad here is a dust loot with pretty good stuff. Like he's just not a flyer, but he burrows. And his defense goes up by distance times 10. So that's pretty nice. And he has haste. What is his weight skill? What is I think his weight skill is protect. Yeah, it's protector. And he gains plus 15 max MB when he's protecting. Yeah, so that's just like awesome.
That is great.
That's great. Ashland Mame, Archerberry. Oh.
There we go. That's what we call a good turnout.
I started that sentence with no idea as to where I wanted to end it.
Rather unfortunate, I know. Let's cross the dry scar, not the wind scar. I'm not Inuyasha. Kagome!
I did not watch much Inuyasha growing up. It was one of those shows that was just like, if I woke up early enough, sometimes like the morning rerun of like the Toonami thing would be on. God, I hate world tears. They give me the creeps. It's like my mana is trying to escape my body. But there's no other way to get to Ikaido. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing else, right? Oh no, he had a trade point. And... okay, so... what am I doing here? So corrupt phase. This... okay, interesting. So it's interesting because they're all corrupt Fae, but like you can still kind of tell what their abilities are based purely on the visual aspect of it. So let's actually how much shield is in play here? Not much shield. That's a 55 shield. 74 shield. 74 shield. Okay, so those two in the back. Because what I'm thinking I might do is swap the move scroll onto him. Or maybe not. I don't know. Dance overtime. Move. Piercing dance. See, I'm questioning it. Is this a good scroll for to have right now? Should I have... you know, I like having her massive AoE always kind of at the ready. So, you know, that's fine. There we go. Hey, how about you stop that? Alright. Okay. Good. Only slightly more. If I had the next level of Predator Scroll, that would be all I need. Oh, bullshit. See, I hate how the splash happens even when it misses. It's like, what's splashing? It went by me. Like, no splash is occurring, you fools. But yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that. Kill you. Okay. So luckily it didn't seem. Seems like when let's do that. Shield back on you. go. So luckily, it seems like when it's a phoenix or it's a like, if it's a corrupted fae, the phoenix doesn't hold the like abilities it had in terms of like being able to turn into an egg afterwards. Oh, that's empty. This bitch empty. No counter? Okay. But I will say it is nice because the ricochet on like the best setup is really useful. Because it'll usually damage people to a point where next turn Aerosold would be able to kind of take care of everything anyway. So I'm just gonna wait because Aerosold can... Yeah, 1, 2... Yeah, those would all be pointless, pointless deaths, basically. Nice. And frankly, I should probably just take this mana crystal. Make sure that the stuff gets picked up. Ideally. Let's put some stank on you. Let's make sure you have some move. How do I want to do this? Because... Yeah, so I'll do that. Kill one of them. Because... Can you... Where's the far... Okay, so this is the farthest you can shoot him from. Do that, boom. Come over here. Shoot you. Boom. Okay, then we're Jolly Roger good times. And then ricochet. Boom. Probably didn't need to ricochet. One of these times I will actually... not ricochet so much, and I will finally figure out whether or not her ult just eliminates eliminate shields. Yeah, let's get that runestone. 25% chance to cripple. Yeah, I'll take that. See, I wonder if then the ult stays as a back attack, or if he turns on first hit as well. Okay, let's go over here. Get the Dynamo Scroll. Let's do that. Make sure that she is protected. Nice. Back attack and isolated. But I could do a lot of damage to her shield, which is what I'm gonna do. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Oh well, I tried. Blade. This is... Oh my god, holy shit, man. It's nice to have maps like this where it's like, it doesn't feel too tough. Oof, okay, so we drained that. Let's do this. First and foremost. Take good Soul Nova. Freeze ya. go. Good kill. Punch. Slash, slash, slash. And they're both up. Barely up. That's the last one. But regardless, got maximum. Got maximum potential XP on this one. Barely. Just barely. Just barely. But I did it. Okay. So now we have this one. Dry Skull West! So let's come in here and give Erisol the HP and MP that she oh so rightfully earned. And we got some more of you. We got one of these armadillo guys. Carapace, so back attacks are bullshit against him. Ooh, a lightning guy? Oh, it's like the Rat King. What the heck? Like these are enemy types that I haven't even thought of in a while. So that's fire, that's water, that's electric. What is electric good against? Just what? Oh, electric is good against water and arcane. Okay, and water is good against fire. And fire is good against, I believe, earth and ice. Yeah. Okay, so what is ice good against? Water. Okay, so yeah, she's coming up middle. He is going up that way, and she's going up that top left way. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Not too difficult in this sense. Let's do that. Gonna wait. You can come down here. Boost him up. Of course he cloaked him. Piece of shit. Some shields. Use some haste to move. Kill you. Kill you. Nice. Gotta love a first turn maximum. Oh my fucking god. I hate the witches. They're so fucking annoying. Yeah, I should have known too. I saw it. I just always forget that they have the push element aspect to them. Every time, I always forget. Okay, get up, you fool. You lost like all your HP, but hey, yay. Ugh, disgusting. Are you serious? You fucking petrified her? Oh god. Okay. Just increase her shield. Let's do that. Feels so weird having an angel on my team. I think, yeah, I can't remember. I'm not at a point to have an angel, but yeah. It's so funny, right? Because like, it's like, oh yeah, everything you summon and have is a demon, but they even refer to angels as demons. It's like, yeah, don't worry about it. Whatever you do, don't show this to the don't show this to the Roman Catholic Church. That would- Okay, we're just gonna try and demolish you as much as humanly possible. Paste you. Take that. Yeah, this one not gonna be getting maximum efficiency stuff on because I am just going to be killing this guy. Or maybe I won't once I get the shield down. Best reasoning, although classified as demons, angels tend to differentiate themselves from demons, and likewise the demons view them separate. Angels also include demons that have submitted to God and become his servants. Yeah, it's so very like, well, actually, like, this is the way it is. Yeah, let's do this. Damn it, I was really hoping it would... No, yep. Yeah, that bitch dead. I was like, hey, maybe I'll leave her alive. Well, I didn't really get a choice. Angels are just a class of demon. Just so odd. I love it. Okay. See, it was going so well at the start. Now you guys are moving because I freaking killed your friend. Bullshit. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I will say the scroll that lets me just do this for 5 instead of 6 is, like, absolutely amazing. You know what, screw you. I'm not even gonna use my ult. I'm just gonna use my freaking dunk powers, man. What, you think you think I have time to waste on you? Actually, no, that's probably not the best use of my powers. My time. Well, frankly, this is probably the best thing I could do. Just protect. There you go. Get my mana crystal and do that. Boom. That's fine. Bam. Oh, I was really hoping that would be enough to kill. Oh well. Murderize you. I don't want to deal with you. God, the worst thing in this game is flying hitboxes. It is really tough to tell when, like, a big flying enemy like Jatayu is going to make contact. Like, it caught me by surprise so many times. Okay. Cower it out. Let's just drop everything's defense a tad. Just a tad. And you're fire, so you're going to mess people up. So I'm gonna have them go there. You can come up here and just dunk you. So you don't have much. So you have a lot of shield and same element. Yeah. I basically need to protect Aerosol. Like, that's main protection need. Okay. I should probably keep my my nice little dust man. Oh, my fucking god. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? You gave him more shield? You son of a bitch. God, his defense is just going. See, the thing is, his max shield is really high. However, it doesn't exactly help, given, oh my god, you're evading bullshit. Oh my god. Counter, counter, counter. Luckily, he gets a lot of defense just from moving. I'm gonna haste you so you can come up here and... God damn it. Ugh. Oh, you bullshit, I shall. Ellipses! Oh no, he's using Meteor. Ah, bastard. That's not great. Shockwave. Static shock. Okay. So I can either teleport someone to go get him up, or I can do something else. Static shock. Do you have ult? No, you don't have ult. Ult would be nice. So you know what we're gonna do? We're going to do something real cheeky, right? What we're gonna do is... because I need to get her one ultimate. That's a focus power talisman. Oh, I don't have that talisman. Yeah, I want it. You know what? He has plenty of survivability. So what we're gonna do, right, is we're gonna move her here, and she is going to hit in the back. That's gonna do that much damage. He is going to protect, as he should. The Divine Magatsuhi skill is an MP recovery to party. That's not bad. That really is not bad at all. Frankly. There you go. Also, I hate that I can't shorten Magatsuhi without risking out of context statements. Okay, and you're... oh, you summoned a thing? You summoned a jack. Oh my god, are you serious? Teleport. This bitch thirsty, get him up. Okay, can you? Yeah, you can. Okay, you're gonna... oh my god, why do you delay so goddamn hard? Go faster, please. Amanda, please. Okay, got the talisman. That is fine. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I wanted to. is about to go. He is just going to punch the ever-living shit out of you. There we go. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been able to maximize that one. No keeping those guys alive. What do you think are the chances of a late-game double jump just for cleaning up demons? Maybe. That or like a glide. I could see either. Kaido outskirts.
Thank goodness. Finally through the dry scar. Feel sorry for the creatures there. Their spirits feel like they're miles away from their bodies.
You've done well to make it here, little witch.
Sup?
You may prove useful after all.
It's you! The person who I haven't thought of in like months in terms of game. Because it's like day 80 something. Who are you and why did you want me to come here?
I'm called Cardea. That is all you need to know for now. You wish to know of the missing human girls?
Did you have anything to do with it?
The answers you seek lay deeper in Ikaido.
Okay, if you're gonna keep being so vague about it, I guess I'll go see for myself.
Approaching Ikaido head-on would be suicide. The Solaris cannon would make short work of you.
Cannons, god damn it.
Solar what? The heck is that?
You will know soon enough. To get to Ikaido undetected, we must make a detour through the Dragonlands. When you are ready, follow me.
Kaido, follow Cardea through the Dragonlands. Dragonlands, going through the Dragonlands. Going through the Dragonlands with our dragon plans. Okay. Dynamo scroll. Didn't I get another scroll? Picked up some other scroll, didn't I? Whatever. Upgrade. Do I have any? Do I have sufficient upgrade materials? No, I still need more copper wire. I will get that copper wire. I will, I say. Oh, that was probably what I picked up. I picked up this. Focus power. Increases all allies ultra by 9. And resistance by 22. Holy shit. Oh, that's really fucking good. Like, you have to get to turn 8. Like, it's a lot. Like, which is, I feel like isn't that bad. How good is this? Like this thing, this focus power. I mean, that's really good given that her ultra. God damn it! There's no like easy. There's no good place for me to look at it. Isolde or Arisolde's ultra is like 15 to do her ultimate move. His is like 15. His is like 12. Hers is 5 with the scroll on. Hers is like 10. Like, that's basically a that's like, hey, you need an ult? Here you go. kind of deal. Like, that's what that is. Oh, god damn it. Bam. Give me all that food. Okay, but I'm going to swap out... Actually, we're on... See, the thing is, right, like, I always swap out Arisold for Claudia. But I'm wondering if it might be better for me to swap out Peachon for Claudia. Because, like, Aerosol... Well, also, the thing is, like, Aerosol doesn't have any natural shield. So it's all... So she doesn't... so she needs 2 setup. So let's do that. Okay.
The Frozen Scar! Hunt the Wendigo!
Well, let's do it. Let's hunt this Wendigo. Excuse me. Are you sure you're ready to go after the Wendigo? Mm-hmm. The longer I wait, the more the souls of the villagers suffer. You'll have to go to the Frozen Scar to find it. There is something you should know about the Wendigo before we head out. First, it is immune to rift sickness. It usually stays by the World Tear to feed off of the unstable energies there. Second, it is not a fey creature. What? I don't know how it came about, but all accounts claim that it is, or was, some sort of natural creature. It has the ability to gain power from the souls of the dead. The power fades over time, so the creature is always hungry for more power.
Power.
While the actions of the creature itself seem mindless, it has some sort of control over other creatures that have succumbed to rift sickness. We have to be ready for anything. Okay.
Okay, time to beat the ever-living shit out of this bastard.
Oh, hello there. I was expecting kind of like Bigfoot-looking thing, not weird whatever the hell.
That's it! That's the thing I saw in the forest! We got lucky finding it alone, but other creatures will be drawn to it soon. We have to end this quickly.
Defeat enemy boss. Okay, I need to check you out. Okay. You don't have shield. Move 4, jump 2, range 3. Fire projector toward enemy, weight skill, oh, it can chance up a cloak. That's not great for me. Reaction skill, hits all enemies in range. Ugh. Barring some HP on defeating enemy unit. 3 attacks and crit. Plus attack when any unit on the field is defeated. Flux teleports when attacked. Not. Oh my god. Pull. Attacks may pull the target in if possible. Multi-spell. This unit cannot recover HP. Okay, so I just need to do as much damage to it as possible in each one of my hits. But there are no shield. There's no shield. So, it would be best, I think, for me to put minus defense on him. And then Claudia can get something else. Arcane. Maybe I should put on what the wind scroll. Wind. Say. Right, like I put. Because while she's not wind. Actually, ooh, wait. What I should do, right? Is put fire on her. That way, her and A's of fire. That way, she gets plus 12 defense and apex, and any crit is converted to normal for it there, because that also affects Peachon. And what element is him? He's just normal. Okay. What I do need to do is get these phylacteries, which, annoyingly enough, right, would be something Aerosol would be very good at getting. Because they're alone, like, they're distinctly alone. Okay, but I am also not going to be focused on picking up items. So let's unequip you. Frankly, I mean, this would not be bad. Plus 10 attack. Reduce all enemy ultras by 9. That might be... You know, I'll do that. You know, I'll just do it. We just got it. Let's go. Oh, okay. You just immediately put tough guys on the field. Love it. Okay. Oh, bullshit that counts as a frickin' attack on him. That's ridiculous. Nope. There we go. Designed to a level 46 demon. I'm level 33. SMT will kill me at +3. I'm not. Yeah. That is a smart decision, my compadre. The game would definitely hurt you. Yeah, honestly, instead of Peachon, I probably should have used Aerosoled. Because her killing ability... You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna restart battle. Because her ability to kill enemies is a lot better. Like, it just is. Especially in this context where there's going to be a lot of individual things just kind of alone. So, in this case, I'll go back to that and get that back on him. Yeah. This is smart. Because I need to maximize the damage I can do to any one thing at a time. You can wait. Oh, of course you cloaked. See, I need to put haste on her, but I would like to have rage on her, frankly. That's 10 defense, okay. Here we go. Haste on her. Oh my god, even isolated it doesn't kill. Oh well. This one. Oh, and -5 defense. Nice. That's an Icarus scroll. teleport him. So, I'm gonna have to get the phylactery out of there. Oof. That's annoying. That's lightning Fae. Protector. Good. Wow. Okay. Just going right back. Okay. So that's fine. Ooh, okay. And double edge, and where are you going? Came over here. There we go. Go. Give plenty of shield to everyone who wants it. Okay. See, it's odd that it just increases his max MP, but there, like, I wonder if there's a spell or something that like regens full shield points. So that's the only context I could really think of it being really all that useful. Or in terms of like maybe him leveling up. That is a way. I could do that. Yeah. Gonna do that. Was going to Blink Strike, but I didn't want to move them too far. That. Oh my god! Okay. Fucking parried twice. This parry god. Oh, wait, no. Okay, for some reason, wouldn't let me get the fairy, but whatever. Like to get those phylacteries, but you know, I can get them. Do that. kills random summoned unit and gives the thing. Oh my Jesus. Oh, that counts as an attack. Oh my god. I really just dislike the way that some of this game's decisions. There we go. Yeah. That's 100% evade, yeah, right. Basically, I need to attack that phylactery with, delay that. And that's the one that just... Ugh. So I just don't have ult anymore. That's what that is. Okay. Under the protection. Get you that. Oof. Jesus. Wait. You be teleported here. Why? Because I'm gonna move you back to there. That demon took 110 out of 127 health. I also wanted an item. Okay. Oh god. Please teleport. Okay, you didn't teleport, you bastard. But I can show you. Oh, die. Okay. Oh my god. It's just seeing the Wendigo teleport behind Aerosol. It's like, ah! Oh, how very Wendigo of you. Oh my god. Okay, so at least in that one I wasn't meant to keep any of those guys alive. I figured since they had so little, like, survivability points. But yeah, well, when you find, like, a greedy-ass demon that's like, I want everything. Sucks. Because it's like, it also really stinks because I remember, at least it would happen to me a lot in SMT4. Where it'd be like, they would ask for multiple things. Or that in Persona 5, where it'd be like, they would ask for multiple things, and you would give them to them, and they'd be like, okay, thanks, later, and then leave. And you're like, I just gave you so much shit, and you just left? That's not how this is supposed to work.
We did it. Miss Pyachin and the others, they're free now. Doesn't change what I did. Still my fault that they all died.
Seems like I always have what they want. Like, I remember SMT3, I had nothing. I wonder if that's, like, kind of what it is. It's like they only ask for things that you have.
If you had confronted the Wendigo back then, you probably would have died too. The The fact that there was one survivor may have been the best possible outcome. Doesn't feel like the best. Best doesn't always mean good. Often it's just the least bad. These papers scattered about? Was someone really out here?
I mean, seems to be like a cow. Research log 12! My investigation of the world tear is going poorly. On top of the harsh climate, I can only be around the tear for a few hours at a time. I have to limit my exposure to avoid rift sickness. I won't give up. I know something important is here. Research log 35. I left some of my instruments by the tear to make traveling back and forth easier. When I returned, I found something quite peculiar on the mana reader. I'm not a magic user, so I don't really know if it's important. But I do know my instruments never displayed a pattern like this in all the time I've used it. Here there's a witch in the village atop Alma. Maybe if I show her the reading, she could shed some light on it. Research log 42. I stayed near the tear too long today. I don't feel any different, but I've started to hear things. Like something whispering in my head. Log 44. The voice won't stop. Is this really rift sickness? It keeps asking me what I want to know. It says it has the answers I seek. 47. The voice isn't an illusion. I'm sure of it. A powerful being trapped on the other side due to the imperfect merging of the two worlds. It needs my help. I tried to ask the witch for help, but she wasn't at the village. Research Master showed me the truth. Truth. Bring Master more powers. More. Ah, so that was a guy we killed. This researcher became the Wendigo? When it came to our village, it may have been looking for me. Do you think it was actually talking to something trapped in the other world? Who knows? Let's leave here before we find out. Grab what we can from the notes, and we'll see if we can figure anything out later. Grab new equipment. Damn. Cool. Dang, I'm game. Dude, I'm game. Dude, you know how game I am for that? I'm so game. Dude. Who? So I got Ikora scroll. It's that freaking 4 and it doesn't even give me jump it. Okay. Hand of the Occluded. Arcane element splash. The unseen color. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does the unseen color mean? You're coming out here, putting weird shit in your goddamn, like, weapon item descriptions like it's Dark Souls. It's occult babble. Babble. Coming out here, putting weird shit in your descriptions like it's fucking Dark Souls. It's a weapon, so I need to know what it does. These Dark Souls has the kindness to only put the weird shit in the flavor text. Okay, gonna Emperor Corn. I'm gonna ask you. Red Velvet. Nope. Nice. Damn it. I feel the heads was top right. Boom. Yeah, baby. I think it was Aaron Grumps who called it Mystic Babble, like all the plot of LTTP. What is LTTP again? Once again, very poor with acronyms. So do I need Claudia in my party? Or can I link to the past? Ah, okay. Yeah, it's just babble. Doesn't mean anything. Cool. I can go to the Great Fairy Forest without worry. Save. God, I've been playing this game 29 hours. And I don't even know how close to the end of the game I am. Because of, like, the weird, disjointed way the stories are going. Like the Dry Scar one with that elf. Like, that quest started so long ago. I don't know what it's even referring to. And how it works with everything. Okay, Dwarven Tunnels. How's it going?
So my scouts managed to find you? Yeah, they said it was an emergency. What's up? A band of Fey thieves ambushed us at one of the mountain's hidden entrances. They began to loot dwarven relics from the tunnels. We've tried to reclaim the area twice and failed. We've already destroyed one of our nurseries. We're on the defensive now, and it's only a matter of time before they spread out. I ask for your assistance in pushing them out. In exchange, you can keep whatever relics you find there. Just get them out of the mountain. What kind of people would destroy a nursery? I'll take care of this. I'm gonna crush some fucking skulls. Units gain more XP when attacking a higher level target. Ah. Interesting. Oh, okay. So I hadn't met like this Medusa looking one yet, but now this is probably where I'd be interested. Who the heck are you? You don't deserve any mercy after what you did to the fairies, but I'm giving you the chance to leave now and never come back. Get a load of this kid. Looks like the fairies hired someone to take us out. I was gonna wait until we cleaned out this area, but it looks like we have to deal with those insects now. Kill this one and get ready to exterminate the rest of the bugs. Okay. What is Earth good against? Is it good against ice? No, it's good against wind and electric. Okay, we can go.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know why you are so fast, P&A. Like, does your gem make you go really quick?
Quickly, quickly, run fast, quickly.
Oh, you bastard, you burrow. You Gorgon bitch.
I'm gonna slaughter you. I'm gonna take your throat and I'm gonna crush it. Like a goddamn cardboard tube. You know, those ones that children like to play with.
Okay, doing that because I think Aerosold should be able to kill that Unalana by herself. God damn it. I was not able to. Oh, but can do this one. Nice. Okay. I'm glad I remembered to put the shield drain scroll back on Peachon. So it would be a pain in the batootie if I did not. Bastard! I'm gonna wait a hot second. Do your moves have push? No, I don't think they do. Your moves are root based. Okay. Oh, countered. Yeah, baby. Ooh, I could probably just ricochet this bitch. I could use the fire thing, not even on the last person that took damage. Nice. Drop you. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Okay. Yeah, Aerosol just has so much multi-kill ability. Like, if she had, like, really high ult, she feasibly could do 3 ricochet turns and kill multiple people on each of those turns. And that isn't even, like, facetious. That is more than likely, which is crazy. See, this is really annoying. Because don't really have any way to get over there. Other than, like, she can blink, but I think it prevents her from going... oh, wait. You're raged, okay. Do that. There we go. Yep, fucker. God damn it. Better not petrify me. Yep, petrified him. Bitch. You better not do the thing. I'ma do the thing. Don't do the thing. I'ma do the thing. That's what you get. You earned it. Okay. Stop it. Bastard. See, I do not want to freaking... do that instead. Oh, and I don't have grabby hands. So I have to... When I do teleport someone, I have to teleport them here. Like Gorgon, it's just a talisman. Don't really need it. God, I just want to get rid of her. Because she's just in the way. Good. That's unfortunate because I moved her there for the express purpose of... Oh yeah, he resists back attacks because of course he freaking does. 91% chance to counter. There we go. Bastard. Go back through it, please. Oh, no, okay. So you jump there. Burning Gale. Oh, evade. Nice. That's what I like to see. Because... do that. Bitch! Of course you fucking counter and move. Of course you would do that. Should have been using him to get things. Frankly, what I should have done, bitch, what I should have done is I should have waited and then seen if I could have hit him with Aerosold instead. That way... Ooh, didn't even know that those were there. That way I could have potentially... that way I could have potentially... gotten the combo that I wanted. There we go. Just drop him. Use the wind on the floor. You know, don't worry about it. Get out of here, bitch. Got them both down. Nice. Ugh. 45 XP? What the heck? Good thing I got all the multipliers. Saying that battle was easy? Bullshit. Ooh. Critical hits and killing blows grant extra ultra. Okay. Water. Gotta drink that water. Dwarven tunnels north.
Are they taking relics out of here or bringing them in?
Huh? What do you mean?
The stuff they have in these boxes. It all looks like machinery from Grunhold, but really old. This rifle here is definitely an old model of a classic Grunian hunting rifle. Well, all this stuff is Dwarven made. How can you tell? It's all built to channel earth mana. Look, see the runes here? And these slots are for mana crystals. You're right. It does look strange in places. There are many stories in our holy book that talk of men in the mountains. Craftsmen would go on a journey to train under them to become masters. The tales are hundreds of years old. I always figured they were just wise hermits. But could they have been working with dwarves in those stories? Probably. It would explain some things, like how the machines engineer in Grunhold are unlike any I've seen. And back at the workshop, there are some paintings of the dwarves. Some of the paintings had humans in them that looked similar to Grunians, and a few of them were wedding portraits. I wouldn't be surprised if some Grunians have dwarven ancestors. The church would not be happy to find out of some of its own sheer blood with Fae.
Although, after you have exposed the lies of the church, you could just reverse that shit.
I got a text.
But I can respond to it after I'm done with the stream, because I'm going to be ending it soon, because I've been almost live for almost 4 hours. And it's almost 10 o'clock, so.
Is your church ever happy? 10 scrap? Yeah, crystal runestone, new equipment. See, I saw this in one of the character things that I saw for this game, this weapon. But, yeah, it gives +2 speed and +1 move, but it takes away the range. So, like, yeah, she can move one farther,
However, she loses one of her gunshot ranges. And it's like, well, which is better? And I would more likely to say this, because she gets weight skill aim, which further increases that range. And I can just augment her movement with haste and other stuff if I ever needed to. But yeah. So that's that. That's there. And then we have Doro. So the only place we can go is there. So that's good to know. Like, the further in the game you get, the more it, like, branches, but also condenses, which is really nice. Because it feels like the further in the game you get, it branches in very small paths. Whereas at the beginning, it's, here's just three different major plot lines that you can go to. 97% chance to curse with Petrify. That's not bad. That's like a near guarantee of... oh, wait. There we go. Okay. So I am going to save there because this is where I am going to end the stream. So, thank you, Fontano and Mr. Light, for dropping by. Much appreciated. On Monday, I'm going to be back with some more Neo The World Ends With You, and I hope you guys will join me for that. It will be a blast, because I believe we're getting into the latter, like, third of that game. So, not trying to remember what streams it is, but it, like, I know we're starting to get to near the more towards the end. Whereas Fate Tactics, I presume that I'm getting near the end, given that, like, the story is kind of, like, condensing, and I have 3 of those memory crystals out of 4. But not exactly sure. So it's honestly pretty tough for me to tell. But regardless, thank you all very much for joining me tonight. It was a great time. And Fontaine, I hope you have fun with SMT5, because thinking tomorrow I'll play some more of that. And maybe also switch out for Pokemon. But regardless, I will see you all then. Bye.